Hi, my name is Sage Lewis. I'm the president of SageRock, and I wanted to take a minute today and tell you a little bit about the SageRock system. And I thought it might be interesting to start with how the SageRock system came to be. I was at a prospect's office, and he asked me to come up with a plan where we, SageRock, did the work that was most effective for us to do, and then we show him the work that his staff could easily do. And so that was the plan that he tasked me with. And what I realized was this is something that people have wanted us to do almost always. In our work, we oftentimes do full implementation, consulting, and training, and we do a mix of all three of those. And so what ultimately came out of that meeting is the SageRock system. Because you see, what ultimately people need the most is that they need the plan and they need to be guided through the plan. They need the plan and they need to work the plan and they need to be shown how to do it. Because you see, the problem with web marketing is that there are so many different possible ways to go. There's so many tools, so many resources, and they're growing all the time. And trying to understand those, trying to understand which ones are best for you and how best to use them is very daunting for somebody that isn't living this on a day-to-day basis. I see it happen all the time in internal teams at companies that they are working in in an isolated environment in an organization, and they don't have the opportunity to talk to other web marketers and that sort of thing. And so they can't. They oftentimes miss things. Their strategies oftentimes have gaping holes because they're just, they're not doing this at a full-time way like an agency is. And the benefit of SageRock is that we have been doing this since 1999, and we've been doing it for all kinds of clients. So oftentimes, things that we see work, for example, at a business-to-business client, we can apply to a business-consumer site, or vice versa. We see things that we can do for product-oriented companies versus service-oriented companies. And these are all types of different strategies that we can take. Local right now is a huge aspect, and understanding how local can work for a company that doesn't oftentimes think about local can be very powerful. And so creating the plan and working the plan is our highest and best use, in my opinion, is what SageRock is. And so that is ultimately what the SageRock system is. It is creating the plan and guiding you through the plan yourself. And so this here is a mind map of the different components of the SageRock system, and I thought I'd go through them briefly here. The first part is at system.sagerock.com, and this is made up of a ton of different resources. And you can see over here, this is it right here. There's competitor management, key phrase research. There's research on your quality of your site, the design of your site. There's a bunch of different tools. Then we get into link management, managing links, finding links, keeping on top of links that maybe people have dropped. You'll get notification of that. We have a content manager that allows us to keep control of your content and focus your content around specific key phrases. There's a social manager that allows you to manage personas within your social networking, and you can monitor and track your growth in Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. There's also a media monitor that allows you to monitor what people are talking about. It's social media monitoring. Then we have a bunch of rankings. So people want to know what position they have for a particular key phrase, and so we have that. We're doing that on a weekly basis, and we can do that through a variety of keywords, and we can monitor your competitors and a whole slew of search engines. Then it ties into Google Analytics, so you can tie all of this into your analytics. There's a comprehensive email campaign tool, and then tons of reports. And so the the core of this is this system report, or system tool that allows us to do all of those things. And then the next up is the Institute, and this is the SageRock Institute, and this is our training leg of our company. We do a tremendous amount of training and that type of thing, and so you'll get step-by-step training, weekly online classes that we do. We're basically your coach throughout this whole thing. We guide you through this entire process, and that's through the SageRock Institute. Then next up we have the SageRock Places. This is our tool that allows you to create very sophisticated blogging capabilities. If you don't have a blog, this allows you to create one. It's built right in. It's a complete user-generated content management system. Some of the most advanced blogging capabilities available. It's just a comprehensive blogging tool. Then the SageRock email system. You can create and send emails, manage your email list. There's comprehensive reporting and analytics. There's just a lot of stuff there. And then finally we have Web Marketing Watch, which is the core of Web Marketing Watch is a huge library of internet marketing tutorials. There's short tutorials, in-depth tutorials, and that sort of thing. But it's also much more than that. It also has right now about 76 SEO and website research tools, and you can see those here. There's just a bunch of them. So link tools, keyword tools, authority links, search engine tools, web rank checkers, multi-site rank checkers, header and tag tools, IP tools, source code, and then just a bunch of miscellaneous ones that don't even fit in a particular area. And on top of that, there is also a private members-only discussion forum where you can ask questions of other members or me. Anything that you want can go in that area. So it is the culmination of over a decade of experience and trial and error to come up with the most sophisticated internet marketing system I've seen anywhere. It just has everything. It has a tremendous sophisticated tools. It has self-led training. It has teacher-led training. It has communication with the private discussion forum. It focuses on email, content management. It's just everything we could think of to create the complete web marketing system. And so that is the SageRock system. And that is what it's all about. And so if you're interested in this, I encourage you to, follow along, read more about it here on our site, or feel free to ask any kind of questions that you would like. You're more than welcome to email me at any time. Here, I'll put up my email address for you if you don't have it. So that's this right here, sage@sagerock.com. I'm more than happy to answer any kind of questions that you have. And the thing about the SageRock system is it works in a group session. So it starts as a group, and we all move together through the system. And so a lot of times you can learn from other people in your group. You're kind of a class that is moving through this together. So you're guided step by step. You're not going to be just thrown into something and have to fend for yourself. This is all guided and step by step. So everything will be spelled out so that you have the most structured, organized internet marketing process and system that you can possibly have. Because ultimately what we're doing here is SageRock is doing the strategy and creating the strategy for you, and you're implementing it through the SageRock principles and understanding that can only come from doing this kind of work since 1999. So there you go. That's the SageRock system. If you have any questions, just email me. I'm more than happy to answer them, and I hope that you are in the next group. I'd like to see you there. All right, have a great day.